Well, the Congress MP Manickam Tagore has given an adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha on the issue of imposition of 5% GST on some essential items. The Lok Sabha, of course, the Parliament is in session currently. The monsoon session of Parliament began yesterday and will conclude on the 12th of August. We are given to understand that there are about 24 bills that will be placed, but one of the things that has happened is an adjournment motion has been given by Manickam Tagore over imposition of GST on essential items. Now, there is a 5% GST that has been imposed on essential items, and Congress MP Manickam Tagore has given adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha on this issue. Just to tell our viewers, of course, the monsoon session of Parliament began yesterday. It will conclude on the 12th of August, and we are looking at the opposition perhaps questioning the government over several issues. One of them, of course, is the issue of 5% imposition of GST on essential services. But apart from that, what we are also looking at is the central government looking to push several legislations as well as legislative agenda that includes about 32 bills for passage, out of which 14 are ready. In addition to these bills, we are expecting a lot of opposition from the Congress as well as other opposition parties on issues like the Agniveer scheme as well as inflation and price rise. So those are things that the government will be attacked on by the opposition upon. Now, one of the things also is the fact that there is imposition of 5% GST on essential items that the Congress wants to debate. So the Congress party and its MP giving an adjournment motion on the Lok Sabha on the imposition of 5% GST on essential items. As we were saying, of course, the monsoon session of Parliament will see the opposition taking up several issues, and we would, of course, also see various issues including price rise as well as the list of unparliamentary words that were issued. So those are things that the opposition is going to bring up in Parliament. Now, we are also given to understand that the RSP MP NK Premachandran has also given another adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha over the incidents of forcing girl students to remove their innerwear before entering the examination hall during the NEET examination in Kollam yesterday. Now, do remember, this is an issue that has garnered much attention because during the examination, as the students were entering, the girls were asked to remove their innerwear because their innerwear was beeping on the machines that were installed, and after that several of those girls who took the exam were believed to be in a great amount of disarray over what had happened. This also is being brought about in Parliament today. The RSP MP NK Premachandran has now given an adjournment motion notice in the Lok Sabha on that incident of forcing girl students to remove their innerwear before entering the examination hall. Now, as they were entering the examination hall in Kollam yesterday, several of them were asked to remove their innerwear. Well, several other things are going to be brought up by the opposition as the opposition tries to corner the government. Issues like the Agnipath scheme and price rise, as well as a list of unparliamentary words that was released, is going to see heated debate in Parliament. Now, of course, on Sunday, leaders of various political parties had attended an all-party meeting that was convened by the government. Separately, of course, several opposition parties have been meeting to talk out a strategy for the monsoon session of Parliament. Now, the monsoon session of Parliament, which began yesterday, concludes on the 12th of August. The government, of course, is looking to bring in several bills, 32. That's the number that we are hearing right now. Some of them, of course, have already been drafted. But the opposition wants to corner the government by demanding a discussion on inflation, the falling value of the rupee against the dollar, farmers' problems, MSP, as well as unemployment. Price rise, too, is likely to figure prominently on the opposition's agenda for debate during discussion. The government on its part, of course, says that about 32 bills have been indicated by various departments for presentation in both houses. 14 of these bills, we understand, are ready. Now, yesterday, do remember that as the monsoon session began, the first thing on the agenda, of course, was the election to the president.